Hi guys, namaste. Today I want to talk about insecurity. And the more insecure the person is, the more you are able to control that person. Because when a person is not owning their own flaws, they need some gratification. So they look for it in other people. They look for that approval in other people. So when they seek that approval, then that other person could give conditions. Okay, well, if you don't do this, then I don't approve. You know what I mean? So that's why you see a lot of people that are narcissists, that they prey on weak people, because they need that sort of control. And the only way they could get that control is by preying on someone weaker than them. Okay, seemingly. And they gain that control. A lot of people get into relationships with people that are very complacent, that they agree to everything, that they don't question anything. They just say, yeah, you know, you're right, maybe I should do it your way, or oh my god, I feel so ashamed because I did something that upset you. And that's another way to prey on a person that's weak. People that try to make other people feel ashamed. Now when someone uses the ashame technique, which is someone that says something to make you feel ashamed, for example, you should be ashamed of doing that, you actually feel that energy, that negative energy, right in your sacral chakra, which is right here below the navel. And that's a way of controlling you. Okay, and you probably said something and you were speaking your truth, but you really didn't feel any guilt or shame towards it. And this person says, oh wow, you should be ashamed, because they're trying to control you. You know what I mean? They're trying to control you. And if you don't get that, you're going to be controlled. Another method of controlling a person is through the base chakra. Okay, you try to provide everything for them and try to make them depend on you. So you could control all of their surroundings. That's another way of doing that's the basic chakra. That's why you should always be independent and do everything yourself, so nobody could be able to control you. Okay. What else? The guilt chakra. They could get you through the heart chakra too, exercising guilt. You should feel guilty for so and so, for what you did there, but it wasn't your intention for the outcome to be that way, but they're trying to make you feel guilty. Okay, that's another form of control. Okay. You can control a person through all the chakras in the body. Okay. But what I'm trying to say here is that you have to be more aware of how people talk to you. You have to be more aware of who you get as a friend, who you get as a partner, because they could be your handlers. Okay, your first handlers are your parents. Those are the people that handled your life when you were small, and they taught you, the basics in life, and they were your first handlers, and you really have to get over that, and you have to handle yourself, basically, And I was watching the other day the Shaolin monk training, and they said that they don't speak harshly to the kids because they say that you could really scar a person for life with words. It's true. You could really mess up a person's psyche with words, and that's why I'm very careful with what I say, because I really hold back a lot with what I want to say, because there's a lot of sensitive people. Okay, and I'm not that sensitive, but there's a lot of people that are sensitive. So when I get attacked, I really don't go full force, and these people in the Shaolin temple, what they do is that they use physical punishment. All right, and I know it sounds harsh, but they say the physical punishment is forgotten quickly. Okay, as for words, they stay engraved in your mind for many, many years. So for example, if a little monk doesn't wake up on time, they have like a little whip that they whip their feet, and yeah, it hurts, but they get up and they kind of forget really fast. And I agree. I mean, do you really remember the last bruise that you got on your body? After a couple of days, it just disappears. You know what I mean? But when you start breaking down a child with words, oh, you're useless, oh, you don't know how to do this, you're stupid, things like that, that would really scar a person, that, especially if that person's weak, That's why as an adult you have to take the responsibility of getting a paper and writing down all these things that you've been told all your life, and try to justify, see if they are true. And once you do that, you're going to see that they're not true, that usually the person that said it was actually projecting some aspect of themselves that wasn't really strong. They were projecting their own insecurities. So yeah, you have to really, evaluate. That's the word, evaluate what is true and what is not true, because that's the only way you're going to gain your power back. Okay, so I hope this video was interesting, and namaste.